This is my new setup that I got for my DJI drones, mostly for my Air 2S and my Mavic Air 2. So I've got my Smart Controller here. This screen is 1,000 nits and it's a 5-inch diagonal screen. Supposedly the new Smart Controller they're coming out with is only going to be 1,000 nits as well. Living here in Arizona on the surface of the sun, this can make it hard to see what the camera's seeing on the drone. So what I've got is I've got my Cine 4K HDMI monitor. This thing is 2,200 nits. I've actually got the brightness turned down all the way to 0 so that it doesn't overdrive my DJI Pocket 2. It's a touch screen. And if we go over here, you'll see, okay, brightness, 0, okay? So that's so it won't overdrive the screen. This is the second time I've shot this video because the first time you couldn't even see what was on the screen. So right now, what it's doing is when it's plugged into the HDMI, you can configure the HDMI on your Smart Controller. You just tap and hold and you can choose whether you want to, on the output mode, whether you want to duplicate what's on the Smart Controller to this external screen, or whether you want to just show the camera. I plan on just showing the camera. I'm not really interested in duplicating what's already on here. So that's what we're going to do for that. Now, as I showed you the menus on the side, it's got a lot of different features. It does take advantage of LUTs. There's an SD card slot where you can actually load your custom LUTs. On the top is a wheel. Then when you push it, it brings up different items across the bottom. So if you wanted to have a grid, the grid's going to show up on your external monitor, not on the Smart Controller or the cached version that you're capturing, which makes it nice. Okay, you can turn the grid on and off. There's also safety markers. What that is that's going to show the area on the screen. Let's say that you're shooting 4:3. That's going to show you what's going to actually capture if you're capturing 4:3. Okay. I'm not going to worry about capturing 4:3. I'm going to capture as much as I can. You've also got a center marker, which is nice. It's the crosshair is right there in the middle. Hopefully you can see it, since I got the brightness all the way down to 0 now. And then with the crosshair, it shows you the center of your picture, obviously. And then on the side over here, you got your LUTs. So that's with the LUT on, and that's with the LUT off. And inside the settings, you can choose which LUT you want to use. Okay? So let's go ahead and turn this crosshair off. There we go. Now, so the Cine 4K, it uses the Sony batteries. They're very readily accessible. You can get them on Amazon pretty cheap. And it actually has 2 battery slots on the back. Okay? I'm using 1 slot right now. But these are the Sony F750s, or the NP-F series. This is the 750. You can put 2 batteries, and they're hot swappable. You can remove one while you go ahead and put in a fresh one. Okay? I'm not going to do a full review on this monitor because there are some really good full reviews on YouTube for it. But I've got that. I've got this Ulanzi adapter. This screws into the bottom here, and then it's a quick disconnect coming off this adapter. Then I've got that hooked up to this, which is the Lifthor Smart Controller adapter. It clamps here in the front, and it wraps around and comes underneath, and then you've got 2 thumb screws right here that you use to lock it. Now you'll see it comes down like this. It does not block your USB-C. Okay? It also does not block the antennas from rotating out or up. It does block the micro SD card slot in the Smart Controller. So that's one thing to be aware of. But it's a really nice setup. It comes with a little lanyard, which is nice also. And so with this, I'll be able to set this to show me what the camera sees, crank the brightness up as much as I need to, so that I can see what I'm actually flying over, instead of just trying to guess because it's so bright outside. And then I always have the Smart Controller down here. Again, the new Smart Controller is only going to be 1,000 nits according to everything that's been published, and it's only a 5-inch. It's the exact same size as this one. So that's why I went with a 2200 nit. This is $269 on Amazon. The adapter was about $30 on Amazon. The Lifthor Smart Controller mount is about $89, I think. You can get it at Lifthor if you want, or I got mine at DroneWorks. And I ordered it last Monday, went out on Tuesday, got delivered today. Or it was Tuesday, got delivered today, but really nice, fast. I saw it did priority mail shipping. So this is my setup that I'm going to be using now. And it's a lot cheaper than buying a brand new Smart Controller to replace this one, especially since the nits are going to be the same. They're just going to change the processor and the operating system. As long as this Smart Controller works for me, I'm fat, dumb, and happy and good to go. So that's the story on what I got going on here. Thank you.